Huron exclusion number 5, EC Moran, first. Skyline Local 12, Evie Clark, first. You're on exclusion number 11, Catherine Wardner, first.
You And welcome to CTN Sports. We're on the campus of Huron High School for some girls water polo. Just finished up the first period. We're about to begin second period action. You can see on the screen there that the Rats, coming off a great weekend at an invitation out on the east side of the west side of the state, they are looking like the district game is going to, like they're going to take advantage of the hot play so far. So now the sprint. And Huron takes advantage of the sprint. Huron's been very effective on the outside attack and coming in, and right now we're going to get a penalty here. Okay, here's a good block there from the River Rats, and welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Pete Poyer.
I made it, didn't I?
You sure did. I think they kind of started this a little early due to the Red Wings.
Well, you know, when they switch the times on these, you kind of have to adjust your schedule. I was coming in from Vegas after announcing the Rock, Paper, Scissors Championship from the main floor of Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas.
Oh, you're getting ready for the fight, huh?
I just called ahead to my chopper pilot, Manny. He fired up the whirlybird and got me over here from the airport.
And your driver, Floyd, he must have got
Oh, no, we landed right on top of the building.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey,
well,
you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Hey, we welcome you because we missed you, buddy.
Thanks, Kevin.
So just to get us everyone back up to speed, 2-1 right now, Huron in the lead, and Pete, it's really just been a kind of a defensive game so far in the first period.
Oh, Skyline with the play on offense. Just 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball back out top. There's a long shot to the far corner, just wide.
Yeah, it was a tough effort there by Skyline. Good defense by the Rats, keeping them from penetrating and getting a good look. Not a real quality shot from the outside, though, Pete.
Well, you know, when the shot clock is winding down, sometimes you got to take what you can get, and at least get the shot off towards the net. Well, Rats working the ball on the perimeter. 7 seconds left on the shot. There's a quick shot to the near post, is wide.
Let's take a quick look at that shot there. A little pole action, Pete, on the defense.
Just hitting the upright on the goal. Just a little bit wide. And a steal by the River Rats. And back down the pool they go. And a quick foul, turnover in favor of Skyline. But the Huron defense back to cover for any Eagle trying to streak down the pool and get an open shot on net.
Huron came on the lower end of that victory, or the match against Pioneers. So this game here, Pete, and just like that, Skyline tied it up. I'll get back to that story in a minute.
Long shot from the perimeter is in the goal. Here we look at it on the replay.
And you can see there, Pete, a nice shot on the top shelf. Huron goalie didn't have a shot at trying to stop that one.
Oh, 3:56 to go here in the second period. Long shot from Huron off the upright. And it looks like they're working that far corner, Kevin. trying to get it past the Skyline goalkeeper.
And just inches away, Pete, from two good, they're very good quality looks, but they're just not finding the back of the net so far.
Cross pool pass by Skyline. They'll try and work it into the middle. There's a quick shot and another score by Skyline. And just like that, the Eagles are out front 3-2.
Good lob pass from number 3 for the Eagles, right into number 17 with a great shot. And I tell you, from just inside the shooter's crease here, oh, wow. You see that, Pete? I mean, just a great effort for the Eagle, but Huron has to do a better job of not allowing that pass to get in there so freely.
Well, and Kevin, as you well know, offensive or aggressive defense is the name of the game here in water polo.
And all that action, of course, you folks at home, we can't see it either. It's underwater. A lot of jostling and elbowing and some other things we can't mention.
And shot clock winding down. Huron will take the shot, which sails way high and out of the pool.
It looked like it might be. Is there a stoppage in play, or is it? Oh, okay. Looks like the goalie's.
The ball had gone to the near corner of the pool and allowed the goalkeeper to go get the ball, and play started at that point. Now long pass, nice intercept there. That's by Lucy Moran.
And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the play there for the River Rats. This is a very tight match, Pete. Anything could go back and forth right now from the way we've seen the action so far in this second period. A good effort right now by the Eagles.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second period. Skyline with 2 quick goals, and they take the lead in the second period, 3-2 overall.
You see Coach Godike there with Eagles, really encouraging them to go ahead and continue their strong play that they've exhibited here in the second period.
And when we saw them recently against Pioneer, their offense was a little bit lackluster. So maybe they went to the practice pool and worked on that, and they've got 3 goals here so far in this match.
Well, when I was mentioning just before that last goal, Pete, for the Eagles, that Huron had been coming in to this pool very hot. You know, they went 4-0 on the weekend sweep in an invitational at East Kentwood. They had a lot of goal scoring by Chamberlain as well as Moran, the 2 captains for Huron. So for them to come in and to be on the losing end so far in this match, a little bit surprising.
Well, the River Rats got a little home cooking, so maybe they got their fans behind them, and that's helping them stay close in this match.
You know, I am the epitome of a fish out of water. Can you really have a home advantage in the pool? You think
you got your fans behind you screaming and yelling and echoing off the ceiling?
Oh, I'm a believer. Yeah, I got you there.
It's got to help you. I'm sure the players can hear it.
Sure.
In fact, it gets so loud in here, I'm be surprised if the players can communicate between themselves very well, at least vocally.
Well, I'm going to have to rethink that. I guess there is a lot of home court action then, Pete. Home pool action.
Oh, Huron will start to play out of the timeout. Trying to work in close.
Inch by inch, right?
See if they work towards that far point. This time they go across the net, but the goalkeeper there, Hartwell, is there to stop the shot as they went to the opposite side of the net as opposed to the last couple of times where they went to the other side.
Well, real good reaction time here, and she came out and just put up the big mitt, and right in of live action we see another good stoppage right there by the netminder.
Sabrina Hartwell coming up big for the Eagles. Last 2 shots on net by the River Rats were right on net, and she was there to make the saves. I'll see
maybe
if
the
Isaac
Eagles-
has it for Skyline.
Maybe the Eagles can build upon that defensive stop there, Pete. After the timeout, Huron looked like they were really edging in for a good shot.
A long shot to the corner.
Looked like Isaac.
Sylvie Isaac with the goal for Skyline, and that gives them a 2-goal advantage,
That's
4-2.
It's a huge shot, Pete, there from way out, right on top side, and way well out of the goalie's reach there. Just a perfect shot.
Well, Moran with it for Huron, dumps it in low. There's a skip shot and a goal by Emily Marsh. And that brings Huron to within 1, down 4-3.
The sophomore Emily Marsh with the goal. She had a hat trick over the weekend, so she's used to finding the back of the net. And until this, it was just a big shutout going into the second period by the Eagles. Huron really needed that to stymie the momentum that was building on the Eagles side. And that goal, just like you were saying, Pete, it really livened up the crowd. I can hear a lot more noise in this pool.
Well, in the last match against Pioneer, Skyline had that problem. They'd score a goal, and Pioneer would come right back and answer as soon as they scored.
So you're saying it's really on this defensive side where they're going to have to step up?
And a cross-pool pass by Clark over to Coling. Right in the middle. Isaac can't get the shot off. And it'll be Huron possession.
Huron came out of that. It looked like there was a man advantage going on for the Eagles, and it's a good defensive of stopping that power play.
Under 10 seconds on the shot, long shot, and Hartwell can't stop that one, and Huron ties it at 4.
Yeah, and Wardner they really needed this shot here from Wardner. It really just stopped all of the momentum the Eagles had built up in that second period, and to even things up. That's a great way to end things in this match.
And with that, we head to the half, all tied at 4. We're going to take a break and be back with second half action right here on CTN Sports.
Bike lanes are now all over the city. You can have a smooth ride in them. But wait, which way are you going?
Always ride in the correct direction while using a bike lane, which is the same direction as motorized traffic. Motorists oftentimes do not see wrong-way cyclists, and serious accidents can occur.
Let me ask you a question. What do you value? How about access to your child's education, their football game, their swim meet, their high school musical, their academic future? Does that matter? What about your access to your government, your police, fire, and public safety, parks and recreation activities, state and local officials, the folks you elect to make decisions for your community? Is that worth anything to you? What about your rights, freedom of speech, to communicate your message, to let your voice be heard? That's got to count for something, right? So let me ask you again, what do you value? How about public, educational, and government access television? It belongs to you. Let's keep it that way.
we're back with second half action, ready to start the match for period number 3.
Should be a second half that is very spirited, tied up. That was a great second period there. That second period, I mean, at first you thought the Eagles were going to just run away with it. The final minute, the Huron River Rats came back and let them know this is their house.
Well, and Huron started that period with the lead 2-1. Skyline took the lead, and Huron came back to tie it at the very end of the second period. And the race to the middle of the pool. Now, a virtual tie. Team still fighting for possession. And it's going to go over to Skyline on the whistle from the referee.
Huron defense really extended right now.
Well, Isaac with it, back out top to Coling. Just 4 seconds left, and they're just going to dump it off to the side and give up on that offensive effort with no shot on net.
And we'll see what the River Rats can come out for their first possession of the second half. Good job there by the Eagles as far as moving the ball around, but they're patient on offense. You saw that in the second period. They took a couple shots that went off the post, and then they said, hey, let's just make sure that we get quality shots that find the back of the net.
Well, it seemed like those early shots were hitting the right side of the net, or the upper, and there we have another goal, quick goal by Huron. Looked like that was Mary Claire Chamberlain, one of the captains for Huron.
Well, look at MC Chamberlain. I don't even have to look at this net. I know exactly where it's at, Pete, and she just pulled it in the net. Wow. That's got to be that's the most exciting shot I've seen in a long time.
And Hartwell not even paying attention, not even ready for that shot.
Oh, caught it totally off guard.
Oh, no shot on net there. A referee's whistle before that shot, even though Den Houter had made the save. It's going to be Eagle possession.
Well, let's see if the Eagles can answer like you were just talking about, Pete.
Riley Beamer puts it in the net. And we're tied again at 5.
Well, exact opposite of the way the first period of this match started. Oh, 2-1 match. No, we're getting goals scoring and rapid fire action now in this third period.
Going to stay here on possession after the whistle. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball way out top. And turnover, it's going to be Eagle possession. Coling will bring it the other way for the Eagles.
There's a shot. Oh.
Long shot by Isaac wide of the net. That's tipped by the goalkeeper, Den Houter. So it's going to stay Eagle possession, reset the shot clock.
They trigger it from the side. Let's see if they'll try to come in because we haven't seen too many shots, Pete, from the left side of the goal.
And kind of a long looping shot there by Beamer is over the net.
And there's a shot there by Isaacs and another good defense there by Van Hooter. But again, on that last shot, Pete, they went for the lob shot. I think if they can get that with a little bit more precision, it looked like it was catching Van Hooter out of the net a little bit further than she wanted to be.
There's a quick shot on net. Hartwell there for the save. Was right at her. Tried to do a rapid fire shot there. And Hartwell in good position to make that save.
Well, that's a lot easier than the behind the back pass or shot that we just saw get in the back of the net. She can see that one coming at her totally. Are they trying to run the shot clock down there? Not a lot of movement.
10. I'll try another long one, and that one's tipped away by Den Houter.
Now that was timed well by the netminder. She went right up and took it right over the net with a little effort. Good job.
That was a quick shot by Isaac over the net. 4:12 to go here in the third. Long pass down Poole, race for it.
Good defense, it looked like, by Clark there for the Eagles, stopping that break.
Sarah Wang had gotten to that ball first, but was able to stop Wang's charge to the net. And it just over Hartwell's outstretched hand, and another goal by Huron.
And again, that was MC Chamberlain again from the outside this time. Real nifty shot there, Pete. Showed a lot of touch, found the back of the net with a lot of precision.
Perfect shot just under the crossbar.
Really feel for the netminder. You could see her just trying to stay up in the air and, well, out of the water, right?
Just out of the outstretched fingertips of Sabrina Hartwell. We have an Eagle foul, so turnover to the River Rats. Oh, Marshall tried and dump it into the middle. Picked up and dropped into the net. Nice shot. Again, that's Chamberlain with another goal. And Huron with now a 2-goal advantage. And that is going to prompt a timeout from the Skyline side of the pool.
Boy, the roof just raised in here. I could barely hear myself, Pete. Another nifty shot there. It was another good lob shot from MC Chamberlain that finds the back of the net.
And really, if you see on the replay there, had Hartwell going down as that shot was coming in. She just had no chance to stop that from going in.
Well, you saw the couple deets before the shot, and it really, that third one, you know, when is she really going to shoot it? I'm thinking that's what the netminder's thinking. She comes up out of the water, and she just cannot stay above ground. So, yeah, that was a great shot there, and a timely timeout.
Well, Godek's got to do something to try and get these players in better defensive positions to try and keep that from happening, because Hartwell can only do so much in front of that big net.
Yeah, she's, well, you know, definitely needs some support from the defense up front. But I think you're right, Pete, as far as this house is concerned right now. You were talking about earlier at the break about the momentum that this place can gather. Well, after those 2 goals, a timeout was needed by Coach Godike for the Eagles. It was just, the building was just getting to be too loud and rambunctious.
Home pool advantage.
Home pool advantage, sir.
Doesn't look like any substitutions are planned by Godek.
No more one of those, a reset or a break.
Well, and as you see in basketball, Kevin, many, many times, when one team goes on a big run, and 2 goals in a row, or 3 goals in a row, as the case may be, is a big run for a water polo team, you got to do something to stop the momentum and try and get your players to reset.
And it's been a back and forth kind of battle here in the period, but as far as the balls finding the back of the net, it's been all Huron.
Well, let's see if the Eagles can respond here and get back in this match. Only down 2, 3:18 left to go in this third period, so plenty of time left for the Eagles.
Well, in the second period there, Pete, there was a timeout, and they came back with a spirited effort.
Oh, Coling being defended heavily by Wang. Now Clark's got it. It's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. She's going to take a quick shot, and that's going to be off the the upright and into the goal. Just what the doctor ordered for the Eagles, Kevin, as Skyline comes up with that goal and makes it just a 1-goal advantage for Huron.
Well, we were talking about, Pete, that the fact that the Eagles hadn't been attacking from the right side of the net, and the last couple trips down the pool they've been going for it, finally finding the back of the net with a good shot there.
Right off the upright and into the net. Oh, back and forth we go. There's a long shot.
Did that make it in?
By Wang. The ball did not get all the way over the imaginary line there. Kind of bounced back just a little bit, as you'll see in the replay here.
It came into contact with the pole. Man, that's a tough one there, Pete. That's close.
I think the entire ball has to cross over the plane. And there's a long shot. Nice save there by Den Houter. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third period.
The success really for the third period, Pete, is for the shots for the River Rats have been these lob shots. So there's not really a lot of, power shots or, just big slinging shots going for the back of the net. These lob shots are the ones that are making it through.
Nice save there by Hartwell.
Case in point.
And she literally has to stand tall in net right now to keep the Eagles in the match. There's a turnover. That's Sarah Wang trying to head down pool. She's defended heavily by Stewart. Stewart keeping that breakaway from happening.
Good play here.
Got a streaking Chamberlain going right to the net. And Hartwell there to stop.
Well, good defense, Pete. You were just asking for some defense from the defenders in front of the netminder, and there we go. The goalkeeper comes out, but it was a lot of defense around Chamberlain. And after the tap, great effort there to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Good job, goalkeeper.
Under a minute to play here in the third. Long shot by Beamer. Save is made by Den Houter. Marshall bring it down pool. Under 30 seconds to play in the period. Just 12 seconds on the shot clock. A long shot is tipped away by Isaac for Skyline. And again, the defense reacting to the shot, helping out the goalkeeper, so she doesn't have to make all the saves.
Real team effort.
Under 10 seconds to go in the period. Beamer way out top.
Isaac, number 3, Isaac's got it, and she goes in front there.
Now right in front of the net, and Coling with the goal as the period comes to an end. And that'll knot it at 7 at the end of the third period.
Wow.
We're going to take a break and be back with what should be an exciting fourth period here on CTN Sports.
YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. CTN Channel 17 is on YouTube. Visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor and watch all of our in-house productions at your convenience. Missed Access Ann Arbor or Soapbox? No worries. We have playlists that cover these categories for your viewing pleasure. If you're a community producer with a YouTube page and want more web traffic, CTN has your back. We offer the ability to display other YouTube channels on our homepage so more traffic gets driven to you. Best of all, this page is updated on a regular basis to keep you informed on what's going on in your community. So check out our YouTube channel to stay informed at youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor.
And we're back, ready to start the fourth period. They have decided there was a little bit of miscommunication between the referees at the end of the period. One referee counted the goal, the other one waved it off, saying the shot was at the end of the period. After the period ended, and after conversing between periods, they decided to count that goal. So we are indeed tied at 7.
And that's just good refereeing right there. If two people are not going to, it's really hard to tell what that goal, the goal goes in, right? We see it, but
Absolutely.
you got to hear it.
Right.
You really have to hear and see the clock because that was chopped down to the very final, I would say hundredths of a second before it went in. Tough call there. Huron is good at getting those sprints, Pete. It seems like every period they get an extra possession with that.
Well, I think that's why they stress that so much, because the coaches know that, and it's a great opportunity to start off the period on the right foot.
It's exactly.
And there's a shot tipped away by Hartwell off the crossbar, almost went into the net, even though Hartwell made contact with the ball.
I got to close my mouth here because that was an incredible shot, but you got to thank the goal, not the goalkeeper, the goal pole. The pole on top really saved the day there for the Eagles.
Crossbar and post, goalkeeper's best friends,
I
right?
love it, I love it, I love it.
Oh, there's a quick shot from the far side, trying to hit the odd angle. Den Houter there to make the save. Both goalkeepers got to be on notice here in this fourth period, Kevin.
What's 0-0? It may say 7-7 on the clock, but it's 0-0. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes should come out on top.
Oh, nice block there. Good defensive work by Sylvie Isaac blocking that shot as the shot clock was winding down. Long pass by Coling, trying to get it to Stewart. She'll pick it up. Now long pass back out top. And the Eagles will dump it off as the shot clock winds down, trying not to give Huron a fast break opportunity.
A little bit of strategy there because that was a different possession for the Eagles. They really did a lot of passing, not a lot of deking, trying to get the goalkeeper to kind of bounce and bob out of the water for a clear shot.
There's a quick shot, another nice save by Hartwell. That'll touch the end line after Hartwell hits it, so it'll stay River at possession.
When you see the defensive persons lose two hands in the water, Pete, that's when the action really gets going, and you hear a lot of whistles each time the defender two hands goes in the water.
Oh, Moran near side, tries to get it inside and sneaks it into the net for a Huron goal and the 8-7 lead.
I think that was Clark, the defender, that for the Eagles that was getting stared down there by Moran, but Moran really just took advantage and it really just powered that ball in the back of the net.
Now Isaac out top, puts a shot on net. Den Houter right there.
Kind of looked like she wanted to skip it off the water and was a little bit short on the shot there.
Didn't get quite all the mustard on the shot that she wanted. So really haven't seen too many skip shots in this match. It's been all up high and looping shots, high hard shots and looping shots up to the towards the crossbar.
Lob or the power shots, right? No tricky shots. We saw one great tricky shot.
There's a quick shot by Millot. Save made by Hartwell, and we have a timeout. Skyline with another timeout call. 3:55 to go here in the fourth and final period. Huron with the only goal so far, and they have the advantage, 8-7.
Well, each time that the Eagles have taken a timeout, they've come out and they played a lot better. So I'm looking to see if they can continue that strong effort after a break and some good chatting there by their coach. But as far as the play in the pool, why aren't they moving the ball? I'm sorry, why aren't they taking more shots on goal like they did in the third period, Pete? It seems like the Eagles have changed their focus on offense and really are not putting a lot of pressure on Van Hooter.
Yeah, it seems like the River Rats are putting more direct shots on net than the Eagles are. The shots so far that Den Hooters had to save are much more direct, right on her, not trying to get her out of position or move them, shoot where she's not.
So maybe there needs to be a little bit of traffic in front of her so he doesn't have a clear view of the shot coming at her. So that goes to the Eagles' other offensive players that are involved in the play. They need to create some type of distraction.
And perhaps that's exactly what Coach Godek is telling her players right now. That's what they need to do to get another goal to tie this back up again.
A lot of coaching going on over there, right? You can see a lot of people.
So the Eagles are done with their instructions.
I'm kind of digging the Huron River Rats kind of little flame we got on the side of their uniforms there.
Well, their logo is like a torch, is it not?
It is now.
It is now.
As an alumnus, I got to say it was a little river rat back in the day, but right now, you know how we have to keep up with the times,
Oh, maybe that's reflective of the flame in their logo.
I think you're right.
Well, Skyline will try and work their offense. Clark has it. She's going to take the shot off the crossbar and in. And that'll tie it. Another great timeout by Godek has resulted in a Skyline goal.
And just before that goal, I noticed that the Rats weren't defending two of the outside shooters, Pete. They dropped back into a zone, and they had two people on either side of the goalkeeper. Really, they didn't need to change their defense.
3:35 to play in the match. We're knotted at 8. Oh, Huron on offense now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to work it in closer. There's the shot and the save. Emily Marsh with the shot, and Hartwell there with the save.
If I'm the River Rats, I want to find MC Chamberlain. The captain has had a hat trick on the evening so far, so that's
There's
one
a
of the
foul on
shooters I'd look
Skyline. Turnover in favor of the River Rats. Wardner with it. Working her way down towards the net. She's going to dump it out top. Back to Wardner with the near angle, but Hartwell right there to make the save.
Pete, let's go to another sport. In basketball, when you have an open shot, you got to shoot it. Right there, Wardner had an open shot. She delayed it, thought about it, tried to reset, but she gave the goalkeeper so much time to set up.
Right. And I think Wardner was trying to get to that far corner, but waited too long. And the shot was right at Hartwell.
Yeah, sometimes the best thought is the first thought.
Another save by Den Houter. 2:24 to play in the match. Time is winding down, and we might be kind of getting into that sudden death area where the next goal wins the match.
sudden death? Do they do shootouts in this? I mean, come on. I mean, we're getting in some uncharted territory here.
There's a shot by Wang over Hartwell for the River Rat goal, and we're untied now. Huron again with the lead, 9-8.
Well, we were talking about you got to find MC Chamberlain. She's been very successful with those lob shots from the outside, and it looked like Chamberlain was right next to actually Sarah Wang, who put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, now once again the Eagles have to respond. Down a goal, under 2 minutes to play. Coling trying to dump it into the middle. And it's going to be stolen by Huron, and they'll walk it back to Den Houter. And that kills off another offensive opportunity for the Eagles. 1:35 to play in the match. Huron, I'm sure, will take their time, try and work the clock a little bit and get a shot on goal. They want to use all the time in the shot clock to limit the time Skyline will have. Now they're still going to have opportunities. Just 1 second on the shot clock. Long shot there by Moran. Hartwell makes the save.
Successful possession, though, for the Rats as far as taking the clock down, close to being under 1 minute left.
Minute 3 seconds to play. Skyline will work it around, trying to get it in the middle to Clark. And the long shot is into the back of the net. Goal for Skyline. Looked like Miranda Stewart with that shot, and we're tied again at 9. And we're going to have a timeout, this time by Huron, with just 49 seconds to go in the match.
Well, we may even have overtime here tonight, Pete. They're not allowing, they being the Eagles, for the River Rats to run away with this match.
Well, we will see if overtime will indeed be on tap. That ball may be in the air as the horn sounds. And if that ball's in the air, until that ball is stopped, we won't know if the game's over.
Still a good shot. Still a good shot.
It's been an exciting match between these two teams.
Boy, hasn't it? Jeez.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Well, action, that's what you like to see. You like to see some good goals. Actually, you've seen everything that this sport has to offer today.
So Coach Gottlieb's in there trying to get an offensive play set up.
Well, Pete, you've been pretty close on, dead on, actually, in a couple of these predictions this evening. What would you say if you're behind the bench?
Work the ball around. Make sure you get a good shot. Don't worry about the clock if you're Huron. Work as much time as you need. If you don't get a good shot, don't worry about it. If it's still tied, get back in defensive position. There's still going to be 18, 19 seconds for Skyline to get a play going. And the same token, Skyline, heavy on defense right now. Try and work a turnover. Try and get the ball back and get as much time as possible, because they are going to get an opportunity on offense. It's just a matter of how much time they're going to get at the end of this match.
Good strategy to deploy there. Take the first best shot you have.
The only difference with Skyline, time will be running out. So they may have more limited options than Huron Hill here will have with a full shot clock. Oh, back underway. Marsha Moran back and forth. Chamberlain now heading towards the front of the net. Moran with it. There's Marsh with a shot that's blocked. Great block by Maggie Stevens. 26.8 seconds. So Skyline got exactly what they needed, and they're going to call their final timeout to try and work an offensive possession. And it's worked 2 times for Coach Godek before and score a goal to win this match.
Well, to look at the possession first off for the River Rats, Pete, it looked like Chamberlain just couldn't get possession of, easy for me to say, couldn't get possession of the ball there to get a quality shot off there. And hats off, like you say, to Stevenson for playing tough defense. Well, the next possession could decide the entire match. I'm thinking go fast. If I'm the Eagles, do not allow the clock to go down because the Rats, they're a fast team. Let's just go fast, get the ball in the net, and call it a night. That's
the only thing the Eagles really have to worry about from a defensive standpoint, not giving up a quick turnover and a fast break opportunity down pool. I think what Skyline's kind of philosophy should be now is the same as Huron's was when they had the timeout. Work the clock as much as possible, get as good a shot as you can, and try and win this match at the end of this match here with time running out.
Well, for Huron, don't come out in that same defensive stance that you had last time. The Eagles took a timeout where you didn't go into a full-out man defense. No zones here, man up, and let's see where we can lie and hopefully stop it if you're the River Rats and take it into an extra period.
All right, both teams back in pool, ready to start the last 26 seconds of this match. Beamer has it. Back to Clark. 17 seconds left. Clark looking for someone to pass it to. 10 seconds. Clark still holding onto the ball. Now 5. Clark's going to take a final shot that sails over the net. 1.69 seconds left. And Huron will now take their final timeout.
Great defense there by the River Rats. Not a good shot there by the Eagles. And I'm not sure I agree with the strategy, Pete, when you talk about let's run the clock down. It just didn't seem like they were the Eagles were in a flow, and the River Rats were just stagnant in front of the net. An easy shot to block.
Well, I think that maybe Skyline's idea was for Clark to find someone cutting to the net, but no one was. They were all standing still. Now, we can credit the Huron defense. Maybe they weren't allowing that to happen.
Sure.
So give them some credit for making sure that didn't happen. Clark really had no one to pass it to, and when time was running out, she had no other option but to throw it at the net.
Yeah. Well, this is where a pinpoint lob shot comes into play, right? Because it's going to get triggered from the back end from the goalkeeper.
It's going to be a long one.
Yeah. So touch the rafters and see if it finds the back of the net, right?
Got to take the shot. And honestly, Kevin, there's been so much action in this match. It actually would be pretty fitting for it to go to overtime.
Oh, exactly. These are one of those matches both teams win, but somebody has to get the L. So that's the Hail Mary look that he's got drawn up on the board.
No, maybe he's trying to have the goalkeeper throw a long lob, what looks like a shot, but make it short of the net to see if one of his players can tip it before time runs out.
Oh, redirect.
That's going to be, a really hard play to pull off.
Especially with the amount of time on the clock, because the ball's going to take some time. In
order to save time, maybe the goalkeeper throws a power shot at the net to try and get a tip and into the net. Because a long lob shot's going to be hanging up in the air for
what you were saying,
more than 1.69 seconds.
Yeah, but what you were saying is it's the last shot, so it probably would potentially count and be the game winner.
Long as it's in the air and no one tips it beforehand.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'll see what Coach Gottzeplin has cooked up here. Yeah, and it was a short shot, try and get it closer for a power shot, and it just did not connect. So that's going to do it for regulation. We're going to take a break and be back with overtime here on CTN Sports.
Now you can follow CTN on Facebook and Twitter. Yay! Keep up with what viewers and producers like you are saying and doing, and see when upcoming workshop classes will take place. CTN, Bot 9.
And we're at overtime, as is fitting in this match. Back and forth, both teams knotted at 9. We have 3 minutes of overtime to settle this match between Huron and Skyline.
And this should be nonstop action right here, Pete. A little bit of extra play.
Well, and really the philosophy of both these teams should be to try and score as much as possible, try and get out in front of the other team.
Yeah, because this is not a sudden death. It is a full overtime period.
Well, and each team has shown the ability to retie it when somebody goes out front. So if one of these teams can get a 2-goal advantage, that's huge.
I see that as being the momentum factor, and it definitely in any sport, but exactly in this sport, you're right, buddy.
Oh, Coling tries to hit Beamer. It's going to be picked up by Chamberlain, the captain. Chamberlain streaking down Poole. Gets it to an open player, and nice save by Hartwell. That was Baker. Only one defender back. She had to choose between Baker and Chamberlain. She took Chamberlain. Baker was wide open, but Hartwell there to make the big save.
Sometimes you just cannot find the goal, and there's a case in point of that.
And there's a skip shot by Marsh. Save made by Hartwell.
That's the best skip shot we've seen. Actually, the only skip shot we've seen successful tonight.
Hartwell knocks it out of bounds, so this is a big opportunity for Huron. This is a third straight offensive opportunity in a row. Well, Chamberlain with it, now into the middle. Over to Wardner. Wardner with the long shot off the corner of the net. Oh, Huron peppering Hartwell here with shots.
Well, and Hartwell did a great job there, Pete, of covering that corner of the net. Her hand was right there. That's really a missed opportunity for the Riverettes.
Isaac's shot blocked away. Picked up by Marsh. And taken away again by the Eagles and flipped back to the goalkeeper to make it safe. Just 1:10 left in this overtime. The time has flown by watching all this action up and down Poole. Tried to get into the Beamer and knocked away from here. Jen Howder picks it up. Marsh will bring it down Poole. 45 seconds to play in the match. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Into the corner of the net. Chamberlain with her 4th goal of the match. And we are Huron with the 10-9 lead with just 35 seconds left in the match.
Doing what a captain is supposed to do, putting the team on her back and putting that ball in the back of the net. Great job there by MC Chamberlain.
Skyline with their backs to the wall. No timeouts left for either team. Clark way out high. Skyline's going to have to work it down a little closer. Just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now Beamer has it.
They're going to have to do a lob shot.
Long shot by Beamer over the net. And just 8.65 seconds left in overtime.
And this is
And
going to do
Huron
it.
could just run out the time here and to come away with the win here from their home pool.
Oh, that was exciting, Pete. Exciting match.
And that's going to do it. Huron scores the only goal of overtime. And we're going to find out both teams look like they're in a timeout. So overtime will consist of 2 3-minute periods, not just one. So to a second 3-minute overtime period we go following this timeout.
Well, we're learning everything
not so
tonight,
fast,
right?
my friend.
How many times you been waiting to say
Skyline
that?
has another opportunity here. Color me ignorant.
Well, wow. I mean, that's
Huron has the 10-9 lead after the first overtime period.
And so it isn't just like that. So here we go again with another overtime, Pete. I don't know if I have enough energy to go back through that. Where are they going to find the energy? That was
Can we get
different.
a Hershey bar and some orange slices to the booth here?
I think I need a Snickers. I want to get away because I'm sitting here calling it a final game, and it wasn't even over yet.
Well, that's what I thought.
Hey, live and learn. Live and learn.
I guess we need to go back to school and learn all the rules.
Well, actually, and this is one of those sports, Pete, where usually it's sort of like softball. The score can be very high, and I've never seen a score like this outside of like the playoffs or something.
Well, and it's a first for CTN Sports, water polo overtime. I don't think we've ever had a match and
so they're making history.
So this is a first. You're making history, Kevin.
Nice.
So it's race to the middle of the pool one more time. Won by Huron. And that just charges up this home crowd even more, making lots of noise.
You know, I really wish the scoreboard would display the shots on goal because both teams are pretty much even Steven as far not just the score, but the play.
Well, I'll take an educated guess on shots on goal and say a lot for both teams. So a tip pass from Stevens is grabbed by Huron. And no shot on goal there for the Eagles.
And the one criticism, if I could enter one, is that Huron doesn't utilize that speed they show and display on the sprints in the regular action of the game.
As it passed down low, quick shot and another goal by Huron. Adela Baker with the goal, and Huron with the 2-goal lead now, 11-9.
We were just talking about the speed of the River Rats, and that's one of the fastest swimmers on the team. She actually is one of the sprinters. So Adela Baker with the goal showing off what we were just mentioning, Pete.
2-goal lead for the River Rats now. 1:58 to play in the match. Skyline's possessions are really precious at this point. Skip pass gets into the corner of the net. As I say that, Sylvie Isaac with the goal. And it's just back to a 1-goal deficit again.
Where would the Eagles be without Isaac? She has just been the type of scorer. Whenever they need it, she's answered the call.
That's like asking the question, where would the Love Boat be without Isaac?
Yeah. I'm pointing at you, sir.
I'm dating myself. That's a long time ago.
It's funny. I dated myself because I laughed at that.
Most of these kids are going, what's the Love Boat? Oh, another shot, save made. Big rebound given up by Hartwell, but she'll cover it up.
And now are we going to see another goal by the Eagles?
1:15 to play. And a nice intercept there by Emily Marsh for Huron. She'll send it back to Den Houter. So another offensive opportunity for the Eagles is by the boards. There's a nice intercept by Coling for the Eagles. She'll bring it back to Hartwell, and we'll have a timeout by Godek for the Eagles.
A little back and forth action there. Some errant passes, a very errant pass there by the River Rats, because it seemed like right now, Pete, they've changed that the strategy over to not lose. And I've never been a fan of not lose. Yeah, you have to continue each possession. Put the bean in the bucket, man. You gotta learn to continue to score.
Can Rebecca Godek work her magic one more time out of a timeout and get the Eagles that game-tying goal?
I'm not sure what she has been coaching. She doesn't even have the clipboard this time. This is one of the plays they probably have been doing well throughout the entire season. It's just okay, you guys know where you're at. Let's go ahead and put the play that we've had success with in the past after these timeouts back in action. At some point, you would think fatigue may set in.
Well, just 55.55 seconds left in the match. Well, both teams got to dig deep.
And you can hear some of the fans in the house trying to bring a little bit of extra energy out of the River Rats.
Well, honestly, it looks like the men's water polo team for Huron is creating all this noise, trying to support the girls here in their home pool.
Gotta love that school spirit.
Got to make an old River Rat proud, eh, Kevin?
Always, especially in this arena. In the pool, the Rats have always topped out a lot. You look over on the wall next to us, there's awards going back until when I was born, back in the, I don't know if they counted back then.
I can't even count how many banners are up there.
And they ran out of room. Yeah.
All right, Skyline out of the timeout. We'll have to work its magic one more time. Clark holding one more time for a long period of time out top. Nobody moving. She's going to take the shot. And Den Houter there with the save.
You know, that might have to be a direct reaction of the fatigue factor setting in, because no action, no movement, and really a poor shot.
Well, errant pass, but picked up by Moran. Nearly a steal there for the Eagles. Moran will bring it down Poole. Take the shot and into the net for another Huron goal.
You know, Moran, I like you because you hear me. I know Moran has those things over her ears. She's dialed into CTN right now, because I said when you get on the break and you might be winning, it's always better to score a goal than to just keep possession of the ball.
Oh, this is going to spell the end of this match, and Huron's going to come away with an exciting 12-10 victory as the clock sounds. You can't even hear the clock. The fans are making so much noise.
Sometimes it's best just to let the crowd say what happened today, Pete.
And with that, the final score is Huron 12 and Skyline 10 for Kevin Bryant. This is Pete Poyer. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast of CTN Sports. I know I did.
Thanks for watching CTN. Remember to hit that big old red button right there at the bottom to subscribe. Yep, that one right there. You got it.